The tension in the room was palpable as Jasmine stepped forward, her eyes blazing with a mix of hurt and determination. For months, whispers had circulated among fans and insiders about Kirk Frost's involvement or rather, lack thereof in his son Cannon's life. Now, for the first time, Jasmine was breaking her silence. And what she had to say sent shockwaves through the entire reality TV universe. "He hasn't paid a single dime for Kannon," she declared, her voice trembling yet firm. The words hung in the air like a storm cloud, leaving everyone around her stunned. Cameras flashed, and the room seemed to shrink as the weight of her revelation sank in. Friends and family exchanged worried glances, some nodding in sympathy, others unable to hide their disbelief. Emotions ran high, and the family was left divided, with some siding with Jasmine and others scrambling to defend Kirk. Fans were quick to react on social media, flooding timelines with outrage, disbelief, and urgent questions about what this meant for Cannon's future. But this was just the beginning. As Jasmine recounted the countless struggles she had faced alone, the audience could feel the depth of betrayal and frustration etched into every word. The drama escalated as old secrets resurfaced, alliances shifted, and unexpected figures entered the fray, each bringing their own explosive energy to the story. With each passing moment, the stakes grew higher, and the room seemed to teeter on the edge of chaos. Who would step up? Who would crumble? And most importantly, would justice finally be served for Kannon? Or would the drama continue to unfold in shocking, unpredictable ways? Fans are on the edge of their seats, hearts racing, as Jasmine's revelation sets off a chain reaction that no one saw coming. The story of betrayal, heartbreak, and the fight for justice is only just beginning. And one thing is clear: this is a saga that will leave viewers talking, arguing, and questioning everything they thought they knew about Kirk Frost and his family. The world is watching, and Jasmine's voice has just made it impossible to look away. The tension didn't ease as Jasmine continued her account, her voice steady despite the flood of emotions threatening to spill over. She described nights when she had to struggle alone, handling bills, childcare, and the constant pressure of explaining to Kannon why his father wasn't contributing. "He's supposed to be there for his son," she said, her eyes glistening with tears yet sharp with anger. The crowd around her murmured, some nodding in agreement, others shocked at the bluntness of her words. Fans watching live online were quick to react, flooding comments with shock, disbelief, and outright support. The story of a father's absence, especially one as public as Kirk Frost, ignited a firestorm that few had anticipated. People began digging into old interviews, social media posts, and behind-the-scenes footage, trying to connect the dots. Old friends of Jasmine came forward, sharing their own experiences and offering further evidence of Kirk's prolonged absence from Cannon's life. Each account seemed to add another layer of betrayal, another wedge in the already divided family. Insiders claimed that the conflict had been simmering for years, but until now, no one had dared to speak so publicly. Jasmine's revelations forced even the closest allies of Kirk to pause, reevaluate, and question the man they thought they knew. She recounted the times Kirk promised support, only to fail at the last minute, leaving her scrambling, frustrated, and emotionally drained. "Every birthday, every milestone, it's like he's forgotten," Jasmine said, her hands trembling as she clutched her phone, which contained messages that documented each empty promise. The drama escalated when one of Kirk's former business partners appeared on social media, claiming that the reality star had indeed been financially irresponsible, prioritizing luxuries over his obligations as a father. The revelations went viral within hours, with hashtags trending worldwide as fans debated, argued, and demanded answers. The family was split. Some members rushed to defend Kirk, citing his busy schedule and career pressures, while others rallied behind Jasmine, asserting that no career should ever excuse neglect of a child. In a shocking turn, Kannon himself became a focal point in the story, with clips surfacing of him asking about his father, his innocent questions adding a heartbreaking dimension to the unfolding saga. Social media reactions intensified, with celebrities and influencers weighing in, offering support to Jasmine and expressing outrage at Kirk's alleged negligence. The pressure mounted as reporters, podcasters, and even former reality TV cast members began dissecting every aspect of the situation. Rumors swirled about secret financial arrangements, hidden conversations, and backroom deals, each new story adding fuel to an already explosive situation. The media frenzy grew when a supposed insider revealed that Kirk had made sporadic attempts to connect with Kannon, but the timing and execution had been poor, leaving Jasmine skeptical and the public skeptical as well. Tensions escalated as family gatherings turned into tense confrontations. With voices raised, tears shed, and arguments that were almost too raw to broadcast. In one particularly dramatic incident, Jasmine confronted Kirk in a private setting, demanding accountability, and a heated exchange ensued. "You think your fame gives you a free pass?" she reportedly said, her tone sharp, unwavering, every word echoing with the weight of years of frustration. Kirk, visibly caught off guard, attempted to explain, citing career demands, personal stress, and miscommunication, but his words did little to quell the storm. The exchange leaked to the public, creating waves of outrage, sympathy, and relentless speculation. Fans dissected body language, vocal tone, and timing, turning every clip into evidence for their own theories. As the drama intensified, friends and family were drawn deeper into the conflict, taking sides, voicing opinions, and sometimes fueling the fire rather than calming it. Social media became a battlefield, with memes, reaction videos, and commentary saturating timelines. Supporters of Jasmine posted screenshots of past interactions, receipts, and messages, painting a picture of a mother forced to fight alone for her child's rights. Supporters of Kirk argued that the situation was being sensationalized, insisting that parenting dynamics are complicated and should not be judged solely through the lens of social media drama. Yet, the emotional impact of Kannon's situation remained undeniable. Insiders revealed private conversations where Jasmine expressed fear, exhaustion, and an overwhelming sense of betrayal, often breaking down in front of close friends and family. The conflict reached another peak when a leaked video showed Kirk walking away from a confrontation, leaving a visibly upset Jasmine behind, a moment that fans described as a breaking point. Discussions erupted online about fatherhood, responsibility, and the morality of wealth without accountability. Even those who normally avoided reality TV drama were drawn in, captivated by the raw emotional intensity and real-world implications of the story. Commentary from legal experts surfaced, speculating about child support, custody rights, and the potential for legal repercussions. Every new post, every new comment, seemed to layer another level of complexity onto an already tangled narrative. Amid the chaos, Jasmine continued to advocate fiercely for Kannon, her words resonating with thousands of viewers who felt her struggle reflected their own experiences. She spoke openly about sleepless nights, the emotional toll of single parenting, and the frustration of battling public perception while trying to protect her child. Kirk's attempts at engagement, often clumsy and poorly timed, were scrutinized relentlessly, adding pressure and drama to the situation. In a particularly shocking revelation, an anonymous source claimed that Kirk had been secretly negotiating with producers about his image, trying to appear responsible without actually taking tangible action to support his son. The revelation sparked heated debates across platforms, with some fans accusing him of manipulation, while others urged a more compassionate perspective, considering the pressures of fame. Every revelation seemed to ripple outward, drawing in former cast members, reality TV insiders, and social media personalities who added their own commentary, further inflaming tensions. Amidst the chaos, Kannon's well-being remained central, with fans expressing concern for the young child caught in the crossfire of adult conflict. Jasmine's determination to secure justice for her son became a rallying point, and her voice, amplified by countless supporters, echoed far beyond social media. The conflict, already intense, began to take on new dimensions as unexpected alliances formed. Old grudges resurfaced, and hidden motives emerged, making it clear that this was more than just a simple family dispute. The pressure on Kirk intensified as new evidence, messages, and leaked videos surfaced almost daily, painting a portrait of a father struggling to balance image, fame, and responsibility. Every twist, every revelation seemed carefully scrutinized, turning private pain into public spectacle, with emotions running high at every turn. Fans argued passionately, choosing sides, speculating motives, and dissecting even the smallest interactions for clues. The unfolding saga, with its intricate web of betrayal, emotion, and raw human drama, captivated audiences who couldn't look away. As the story progressed, insiders hinted at more shocking revelations yet to come, suggesting that Kirk's financial negligence might only be the tip of the iceberg. Tensions escalated at public events, interviews became battlegrounds, and social media became a mirror reflecting the intensity of the unfolding narrative. Each day brought new perspectives, fresh reactions, and another layer of drama that kept audiences glued to screens, hungry for updates. Jasmine's bravery in speaking out not only highlighted her personal struggle, but also cast a spotlight on issues of accountability, responsibility, and the impact of fame on family life. The story continued to spiral, emotions ran high, and the world watched as the family's private conflicts became a public spectacle, leaving everyone to wonder what would happen next. The fallout from Jasmine's revelations didn't slow down. Instead, it gained momentum as more details emerged about Kirk Frost's financial absences and the impact on Kannon. Friends close to Jasmine revealed that she had reached out multiple times for assistance, only to be met with broken promises and empty assurances. "I've done everything I could," she told one insider. "And yet it's like he doesn't even see the struggles we face every day." The words struck a chord with fans, who quickly flooded social media with messages of support, expressing outrage that a father of his stature could allegedly neglect such basic responsibilities. The drama intensified when a leaked audio clip surfaced, purportedly of Kirk discussing his finances with a friend. In the recording, he seemed nonchalant about the situation, prompting thousands of viewers to question his priorities and intentions. The clip went viral, amassing millions of views within hours and sparking heated debates online. The family, already divided, grew even more fractured. Relatives who had previously stayed neutral began taking sides, some publicly defending Kirk and citing his busy career as justification, while others sided with Jasmine, emphasizing that no amount of fame could excuse ignoring one's child. Insiders reported that family gatherings had turned increasingly tense, with hushed arguments erupting into loud confrontations. Jasmine herself admitted that she had tried to shield Kannon from the worst of it, but the situation had become impossible to hide. Fans were particularly moved when photos emerged of Kannon looking confused and sad, reinforcing the narrative of a child caught in the middle of adult conflicts. Social media influencers and reality TV personalities weighed in, adding fuel to the fire. Many condemned Kirk's alleged negligence, while some attempted to mediate, suggesting that reconciliation and structured support could still be possible. Tensions rose further when a former producer from one of Kirk's projects alleged that the star had repeatedly promised to increase his involvement in Kannon's life, but failed to follow through, citing work commitments. This claim drew a new wave of public scrutiny, with fans dissecting past interviews, posts, and appearances for any evidence supporting or refuting the allegations. The controversy spilled into public appearances, with Kirk facing pointed questions from reporters, paparazzi, and fans alike. Every comment, gesture, or delay was analyzed, with many interpreting his responses as either defensive or insincere. The intensity of the drama led to a surge in viewership for reality TV updates, as audiences could not resist following every twist and turn. Jasmine, meanwhile, remained resolute, determined to advocate for Kannon no matter the backlash or public pressure. She revealed intimate details about her day-to-day struggles, from late-night diaper changes to the stress of managing bills alone, creating a stark contrast with the lavish lifestyle Kirk appeared to lead in public. Insiders described a particularly tense moment when Jasmine confronted Kirk during a public event, demanding clarity and accountability. Witnesses recalled her voice, steady yet piercing, commanding attention as she outlined the countless ways she had been left to manage alone. Kirk's reaction, reportedly a mixture of defensiveness and discomfort, did little to calm the situation. The incident quickly circulated online, with fans dissecting body language, tone, and timing, creating a storm of reactions. Rumors began circulating about potential legal action, with experts speculating on child support, custody rights, and possible consequences for Kirk. The topic dominated social media, with debates ranging from moral obligations to legal responsibilities, and opinions were fiercely divided. Some suggested that Kirk's fame and financial success should automatically translate into support for Kannon, while others argued that personal dynamics are complex and cannot be judged solely by outside observation. The narrative took another twist when a supposed friend of Kirk revealed that he had made sporadic attempts to engage with Kannon, but inconsistencies and poor communication had frustrated Jasmine, making any reconciliation difficult. This revelation added nuance to the story, highlighting that the situation was more complicated than a simple narrative of neglect. Yet, the public reaction remained largely unsympathetic to Kirk, focusing on the emotional impact on Kannon and the mother fighting tirelessly for her child. Online discussions intensified, with reaction videos, memes, and detailed analyses of every new piece of information. Supporters of Jasmine shared screenshots of past conversations and posts, portraying a mother doing everything possible to secure a stable life for her child. Supporters of Kirk argued that the coverage was overly sensationalized, emphasizing the pressures of fame and the potential for misinterpretation. Amidst all the chaos, Kannon remained central to the story. Fans expressed concern for his emotional well-being, highlighting moments from leaked clips and posts that suggested confusion, sadness, or longing for his father's attention. Insiders described Jasmine's tireless efforts to maintain a semblance of normalcy, shielding Kannon from the worst of the drama while simultaneously confronting the harsh realities of the situation. The intensity of the conflict drew in unexpected voices, including former cast members, reality TV insiders, and social media personalities, each adding perspective, rumors, or commentary, further inflaming tensions. Every revelation, every leaked detail seemed to add a new layer of complexity. In one particularly shocking development, a private conversation allegedly between Kirk and a producer surfaced, suggesting that he had been more concerned with maintaining his public image than taking meaningful action to support Kannon. This claim ignited a fresh wave of outrage, with many calling for accountability and transparency. Family members, once hesitant to speak publicly, began weighing in, some condemning Kirk's behavior, others defending his intentions, and a few attempting to mediate a resolution. The situation evolved daily, with emotions running high and public opinion shifting rapidly in response to new information. Legal experts continued to weigh in, dissecting potential scenarios for child support and custody, and adding an additional layer of drama and speculation to the ongoing saga. Amid all the public scrutiny, Jasmine's voice remained steadfast, advocating for her son and refusing to be silenced. She spoke about sleepless nights, the burden of single parenting, and the frustration of balancing public scrutiny with private challenges. Kirk's sporadic attempts at engagement were analyzed, debated, and often criticized, highlighting the difficulties of navigating fame, family, and responsibility simultaneously. The story continued to unfold with a mix of private confrontations, leaked communications, and public statements, each element adding tension, drama, and suspense. As social media buzzed with speculation, fans became increasingly invested in the outcome, closely following every interaction, comment, and revelation. Insiders hinted that more shocking revelations were on the horizon, suggesting that Kirk's financial negligence might only be part of a much larger, more complicated story. Tensions remained high at public events, interviews, and online discussions, with every interaction scrutinized and analyzed by viewers hungry for updates. The intensity of the situation created a perfect storm, blending real-life consequences, emotional complexity, and public spectacle, captivating audiences who couldn't look away. Jasmine's unwavering commitment to Kannon became a symbol of resilience and determination, resonating with viewers across demographics. Every twist, emotional confrontation, and revelation amplified the stakes, leaving fans on edge and eagerly anticipating what would happen next in this ongoing family drama. The public watched as the saga spiraled further, each revelation fueling emotions, debates, and intense discussion, making it clear that this story was far from over. The narrative took another unexpected turn when a former friend of Kirk surfaced, with claims that painted a more complicated picture of his personal struggles. According to the source, Kirk had been juggling multiple projects, public appearances, and personal obligations, often leaving little time for meaningful involvement in Kannon's life. While some fans found this explanation plausible, the overwhelming majority remained skeptical, arguing that responsibility to one's child should never be compromised, regardless of career pressures. Jasmine, however, remained unyielding. In a candid interview, she described the emotional and financial strain of raising Kannon largely alone, detailing nights spent worrying about bills, education, and emotional well-being. "Every day is a challenge," she admitted, her voice breaking under the weight of her experiences. "I've had to fight for every little thing while trying to protect Kannon from the chaos around us." The story intensified further when screenshots from private conversations, allegedly between Kirk and acquaintances, began circulating online. In these messages, Kirk appeared indifferent or dismissive about his financial responsibilities, sparking outrage among fans and reality TV observers alike. Debates erupted across social media, with some viewers defending him as a busy celebrity, while others condemned him for neglecting a basic duty as a father. Family members who had previously stayed neutral began to take sides openly, leading to further divisions. Relatives were reportedly in heated arguments over how to handle the situation, with some advocating for reconciliation and mediation, while others demanded transparency and accountability. As the drama escalated, insiders revealed that Jasmine had sought legal advice and was considering formal action to ensure Kannon's well-being. This revelation added yet another layer of tension, as fans speculated about potential child support claims, custody arrangements, and the public fallout that could result. Kirk, meanwhile, attempted to address the situation publicly, issuing statements that many found vague or insufficient. "I care about Kannon and want what's best for him," one statement read. But critics argued that words without action were meaningless in the context of his previous absences. The public's reaction was swift and intense, with hashtags trending worldwide, reaction videos flooding social media platforms, and countless debates igniting across forums and comment sections. Fans dissected every clip, every post, and every interview, analyzing body language, tone, and timing for signs of sincerity or deceit. Insiders claimed that Kirk's management team was attempting damage control, coordinating public appearances and statements to present an image of responsibility, even as the reality of the situation remained contentious. The tension reached a fever pitch during a private encounter between Jasmine and Kirk, which was later described by witnesses as emotionally charged and raw. "You can't keep making promises and walking away," Jasmine reportedly said, her voice trembling but firm. Kirk's response, a mixture of defensiveness and hesitation, did little to soothe the mounting tension. The encounter, though private, quickly became public knowledge through leaked footage and first-hand accounts, fueling speculation and debate. The drama continued to unfold online, with influencers, reality TV commentators, and fans weighing in on every development. Some praised Jasmine for her courage and determination, while others debated the complexities of parenting in the public eye. Amidst the chaos, Kannon's well-being remained central. Fans expressed concern for the child, noting his appearances in leaked footage where he seemed confused, sad, or seeking attention from his absent father. The emotional weight of these moments resonated deeply, galvanizing public support for Jasmine. Legal experts joined the conversation, analyzing potential outcomes and implications, discussing child support, custody rights, and the impact of public scrutiny on familial dynamics. Each new piece of information, whether a leaked message, social media post, or personal account, added to the intricate tapestry of drama surrounding Kirk and Jasmine. Insiders hinted at additional revelations that could shift public perception yet again, suggesting that the story was far from over. Social media platforms became battlegrounds for fans taking sides, creating a constant stream of reaction videos, commentary, and debates. Supporters of Jasmine flooded the internet with screenshots, messages, and documentation, reinforcing the narrative of a mother fighting tirelessly for her child. Supporters of Kirk attempted to counter with explanations and defenses, emphasizing career pressures, miscommunication, and the challenges of balancing fame with family obligations. As the story progressed, the public watched every interaction closely, with journalists, podcasters, and reality TV insiders dissecting the saga in real time. Every statement, gesture, or appearance was analyzed, fueling speculation and emotional investment among viewers. The intensity of the conflict drew in unexpected voices, including former cast members and media personalities, each adding commentary that amplified drama and suspense. Amidst the unfolding chaos, Jasmine remained resolute, determined to protect Kannon and hold Kirk accountable. She spoke openly about sleepless nights, the weight of responsibility, and the constant pressure of raising a child, largely alone, creating a stark contrast with Kirk's public image. The situation escalated further when reports emerged of Kirk attempting to reconcile or communicate sporadically with Kannon, often at inconvenient or poorly timed moments, leading to frustration and additional public scrutiny. Social media exploded with reaction videos analyzing these interactions, fans speculating on intentions, and debates about morality and responsibility dominating comment sections. The story continued to evolve as new leaks, messages, and insider reports surfaced, each adding layers of drama, tension, and suspense. Emotions ran high at every turn, with family members, friends, and fans all deeply invested in the unfolding narrative. Insiders hinted at more shocking revelations, suggesting that Kirk's behavior might extend beyond financial negligence, potentially involving deeper issues of commitment, prioritization, and accountability. Every new twist sparked renewed interest, debate, and engagement, keeping audiences captivated and emotionally invested. Amidst the chaos, Kannon remained a symbol of the human impact of celebrity conflict. his experiences highlighting the emotional stakes behind the headlines and social media posts. Jasmine's determination to advocate for him provided a rallying point for viewers, creating widespread support and amplifying the dramatic tension surrounding Kirk's alleged failings. As the saga progressed, the narrative became increasingly complex, blending personal struggles, public spectacle, and emotional intensity into a story that audiences could not ignore. Each confrontation, revelation, and emotional moment added to the layered drama, keeping viewers on edge and eagerly anticipating the next development in the ongoing saga of Jasmine, Kirk, and their son Kannon. Every social media post, leaked clip, and insider account added fuel to the fire, intensifying emotions and leaving fans desperate to know what would happen next in this relentless reality TV drama. The story spiraled further, emotions ran high, and the world watched as the private family conflict unfolded in the public eye, creating a relentless whirlwind of drama, suspense, and heartbreak that captivated audiences worldwide. The tension reached new heights as insiders revealed that Kirk had made sporadic attempts to reach out to Kannon, but his timing and methods only seemed to deepen the strain between him and Jasmine. Sources claimed that he would call or message at inconvenient hours, often when Jasmine was managing work, school runs, or bedtime routines, creating frustration rather than connection. "It's not about just being present," Jasmine told a close friend, her voice tight with emotion. "It's about being consistent, being reliable, being a father in every sense of the word." Fans reacted strongly to this, taking to social media to voice outrage, sympathy, and disbelief. The narrative gained further intensity when a supposed former associate of Kirk came forward, claiming that Kirk had repeatedly promised to provide financial support, only to delay payments or redirect resources elsewhere. The alleged pattern of neglect and broken promises fueled a storm of public scrutiny, with hashtags trending across multiple platforms and reaction videos going viral. The family became even more divided, with some members defending Kirk's busy schedule, citing career obligations and personal struggles, while others rallied behind Jasmine, insisting that fame and work could never justify abandoning a child. Private family gatherings reportedly became tense battlegrounds, with raised voices, emotional confrontations, and arguments that left some relatives visibly shaken. Insiders described moments where Jasmine would break down, overwhelmed by the dual pressures of single parenting and public exposure, while Kirk appeared frustrated, defensive, and at times, distant. The public was captivated by every development, dissecting leaked messages, audio clips, and social media posts to gauge the truth behind the headlines. One particularly dramatic leak allegedly included a conversation where Kirk seemed dismissive of his obligations, prompting widespread condemnation and renewed calls for accountability. Fans and reality TV enthusiasts debated every nuance, from body language and tone to timing and context, intensifying the already high emotions surrounding the situation. Legal experts entered the conversation, discussing potential child support implications, custody issues, and the impact of public scrutiny on family dynamics. The discussions extended into podcasts, YouTube videos, and live streams, creating an almost 24/7 media cycle that amplified the drama at every turn. Amidst the chaos, Kannon's well-being remained the focal point. Leaked clips and photos showed the child expressing confusion, sadness, or longing for his father's attention, further galvanizing public support for Jasmine. The emotional impact of these moments resonated deeply, fueling outrage and sympathy across fan communities. Tensions escalated as insider reports suggested that Kirk had attempted to negotiate his public image, trying to appear responsible without taking tangible action to support Kannon. The revelations sparked intense debates, with some accusing him of manipulation and others urging empathy, citing the pressures and complexities of fame. Family members who had remained silent began to speak out, some condemning Kirk's actions, others defending his intentions, and a few attempting to mediate a resolution. The ongoing saga unfolded with a mix of private confrontations, leaked communications, and public statements, each element layering additional tension, drama, and suspense onto the story. Social media became a battleground, with supporters of Jasmine flooding timelines with evidence of her struggles and supporters of Kirk emphasizing miscommunication, work obligations, and personal stress. The intensity of the situation drew in former cast members, reality TV insiders, and influencers, each providing commentary that further amplified drama and audience engagement. Amidst the chaos, Jasmine remained resolute, advocating fiercely for Kannon while navigating the complexities of public attention. She shared intimate details about sleepless nights, financial stress, and the emotional toll of single parenting, creating a stark contrast to Kirk as a public persona. The drama escalated further when reports surfaced of Kirk attempting sporadic engagement with Kannon, often poorly timed or executed, prompting public scrutiny and online debates. Reaction videos, memes, and commentary dissected each interaction, leaving no detail unnoticed by the fanbase. The story continued to evolve as new leaks, messages, and insider reports emerged, each adding layers of emotional complexity and public intrigue. Family members, friends, and fans remained deeply invested, with the intensity of their engagement fueling ongoing discussion and debate. Insiders hinted at more revelations to come, suggesting that Kirk's financial negligence might only be part of a broader pattern of behavior. Each new twist sparked renewed interest, debate, and engagement, keeping audiences captivated and emotionally involved. Kannon's experiences became a symbol of the human impact behind celebrity drama, highlighting the emotional stakes and consequences of fame intersecting with family obligations. Jasmine's advocacy for her son provided a rallying point for viewers, amplifying tension and creating widespread public support. As the saga progressed, the narrative became increasingly layered, blending personal struggles, public spectacle, and emotional intensity into a compelling story that audiences could not ignore. Every confrontation, revelation, and emotional moment contributed to the growing drama, keeping viewers on edge and eagerly anticipating the next development in the unfolding story of Jasmine, Kirk, and their son Kannon. Social media, interviews, leaks, and insider reports combined to create a relentless cycle of suspense, speculation, and emotional engagement, ensuring that the drama remained at the forefront of public attention. The intensity, complexity, and emotional weight of the situation made it impossible for fans to look away, as they awaited the next chapter in this ongoing saga of conflict, accountability, and family drama that had captivated the reality TV world. The situation grew even more intense when an alleged insider revealed that Kirk had been negotiating with certain producers about how to manage his public image, attempting to portray himself as a responsible father without actually taking concrete steps to support Kannon. The revelation ignited a new wave of outrage online, with fans accusing him of manipulation and deceit, and clamoring for transparency. Jasmine, however, remained undeterred, determined to protect her son and expose the inconsistencies in Kirk's behavior. In interviews, she recounted the countless times she had reached out for support, only to be met with excuses or delays, painting a picture of a mother forced to fight alone. "It's not just about the money," she said, her voice firm, yet laden with emotion. "It's about being there, being present, and showing your child that you care." The public responded with an outpouring of support, flooding social media with messages of solidarity, outrage, and calls for justice. Family members, once hesitant to speak, began to weigh in, some defending Kirk, citing career pressures and personal struggles, while others openly sided with Jasmine, emphasizing that no career could justify neglecting a child. Tensions within the family reached new heights during private confrontations, with raised voices, tears, and emotional breakdowns reported by those present. Insiders described moments when Jasmine would break down, overwhelmed by the combined pressures of single parenting and public scrutiny, while Kirk appeared defensive, frustrated, and at times disconnected. The drama took another twist when leaked audio messages purportedly from Kirk surfaced online, revealing dismissive or indifferent attitudes toward his financial responsibilities. Fans reacted vehemently, dissecting every word and tone, and igniting heated debates about morality, responsibility, and the pressures of fame. Legal experts entered the conversation, analyzing potential child support claims, custody issues, and the impact of public exposure on family dynamics. Each new piece of information, whether leaked messages, insider reports, or social media commentary, added another layer of tension and complexity to the saga. The emotional toll on Kannon became a central focus, with clips and images circulating that showed him looking confused, sad, or seeking his father's attention. These moments resonated deeply with fans, who expressed concern and offered support for Jasmine's efforts to shield her child from the conflict. Social media became a battleground, with supporters of Jasmine sharing documentation, screenshots, and accounts that reinforced her narrative, while supporters of Kirk emphasized miscommunication, career demands, and the challenges of balancing fame and family. Former reality TV cast members, media personalities, and influencers weighed in, amplifying drama, speculation, and audience engagement. Amidst the chaos, Jasmine remained steadfast, advocating for her son while navigating the pressures of public scrutiny. She shared intimate details of her daily life, from sleepless nights and financial strain to the emotional weight of single parenting, creating a stark contrast with Kirk's public image. Sporadic attempts by Kirk to engage with Kannon, often poorly timed or executed, drew additional scrutiny and commentary, with fans dissecting every interaction for clues about sincerity and intent. The unfolding story continued to evolve, with new leaks, insider reports, and messages emerging that added layers of emotional intensity and public intrigue. Family members, friends, and fans remained deeply invested, with emotions running high and public opinion shifting rapidly in response to each development. Insiders hinted at further shocking revelations, suggesting that Kirk's pattern of neglect might extend beyond financial matters, involving broader issues of commitment, prioritization, and accountability. Every twist, leak, and emotional confrontation amplified public interest, keeping audiences captivated and emotionally engaged. Kannon's experiences remained central, highlighting the human impact of celebrity conflict and the emotional stakes behind the headlines and social media commentary. Jasmine's advocacy for her son became a rallying point for viewers, creating widespread public support and amplifying tension around Kirk's alleged failings. As the saga unfolded, the narrative grew increasingly layered, blending personal struggles, public spectacle, and emotional complexity into a story that audiences could not ignore. Every confrontation, revelation, and emotionally charged moment contributed to escalating drama, keeping viewers on edge and eagerly anticipating the next chapter in the story of Jasmine, Kirk, and their son Kannon. Social media, leaked content, interviews, and insider commentary combined to form an unrelenting cycle of suspense, speculation, and emotional engagement, ensuring that the drama remained at the forefront of public attention. The intensity, stakes, and emotional depth of the unfolding situation made it impossible for fans to look away, as they awaited the next twist in this ongoing saga of conflict, accountability, and family drama that had captured the reality TV world's attention. The stakes were higher than ever, the emotions raw, and the world watched as the story spiraled, each revelation adding new fuel to an already explosive narrative. The struggle for justice, recognition, and accountability seemed far from over, leaving viewers glued to every update, every leak, and every public appearance, desperate to see how Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon would navigate the turbulent waters ahead. The drama was relentless, the stakes monumental, and the audience captivated, witnessing a family torn apart by conflict, fame, and unresolved responsibility, all while the question of justice for Kannon hung heavily in the air. The tension escalated further when new reports surfaced, suggesting that Kirk had been involved in discussions with reality TV producers about controlling the narrative surrounding his involvement with Kannon. Insiders claimed that while he publicly appeared concerned and attentive, behind closed doors, his actions suggested otherwise. This revelation sparked outrage online, with fans accusing him of manipulation and demanding accountability. Jasmine, however, remained unwavering, continuing to highlight the emotional and financial challenges she faced while raising Kannon largely alone. She detailed the countless nights spent worrying, juggling bills, school responsibilities, and emotional support, often feeling isolated despite being constantly in the public eye. "It's exhausting to do everything on my own while also being scrutinized," she shared with a trusted confidant, her voice steady yet heavy with frustration. Fans rallied behind her, inundating social media with messages of support, outrage, and calls for Kirk to fulfill his responsibilities. Family members, previously hesitant to comment, began to voice opinions more openly. Some defended Kirk, citing career pressures and personal struggles, while others sided firmly with Jasmine, insisting that no fame or career could excuse neglecting a child. Tensions during family interactions purportedly became extreme, with heated arguments, raised voices, and emotional confrontations leaving some relatives visibly shaken. Insiders described moments when Jasmine would break down, emotionally drained from the combination of single parenting and public scrutiny, while Kirk appeared defensive, uncomfortable, and at times disengaged. The drama intensified when leaked audio messages allegedly from Kirk circulated online, revealing dismissive attitudes toward his financial responsibilities. Fans scrutinized every word, tone, and context, sparking fierce debates over morality, accountability, and parental obligations. Legal experts joined the discussion, analyzing potential child support issues, custody rights, and the consequences of public exposure on family dynamics. Each new leak, insider report, or social media post added layers of tension and complexity to the saga. Cannon's experiences became central to the narrative, with clips and photos showing him appearing confused, sad, or seeking his father's attention. These glimpses resonated with fans, who expressed concern and empathy, supporting Jasmine in her fight for stability and justice for her son. Social media became a battleground, with supporters of Jasmine sharing evidence, messages, and personal accounts that reinforced her narrative, while supporters of Kirk highlighted miscommunication, work commitments, and the challenges of balancing fame and family obligations. Former cast members, media personalities, and influencers weighed in, amplifying drama, speculation, and audience engagement. Amidst the chaos, Jasmine remained steadfast, advocating for Kannon while navigating the pressures of public attention. She described intimate details of her daily life, including sleepless nights, financial pressures, and the emotional burden of single parenting, creating a stark contrast to Kirk's public image. Sporadic and poorly timed attempts by Kirk to connect with Kannon drew criticism and intense online discussion. Fans dissected each interaction for sincerity, intent, and implications, further fueling the ongoing narrative. As the story unfolded, new leaks, insider accounts, and messages emerged, layering additional emotional intensity and public intrigue onto the situation. Family members, friends, and fans remained deeply invested, with high emotions and shifting opinions responding to each development. Insiders hinted at further shocking revelations, suggesting that Kirk's pattern of behavior might extend beyond financial neglect. Touching on broader issues of commitment, prioritization, and accountability, each twist sparked renewed interest, debate, and audience engagement. Cannon's experiences remained central, highlighting the human impact behind celebrity drama and the emotional stakes hidden beneath headlines and social media commentary. Jasmine's advocacy for her son became a rallying point for viewers, generating widespread support and amplifying tension regarding Kirk's alleged failings. The saga became increasingly layered, blending personal struggles, public spectacle, and emotional intensity into a story audiences could not ignore. Every confrontation, revelation, and emotionally charged moment escalated the drama, keeping viewers on edge and anticipating the next chapter in the story of Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon. Social media, leaked content, interviews, and insider commentary created an unrelenting cycle of suspense, speculation, and emotional engagement, ensuring the drama remained at the forefront of public attention. The stakes grew higher, the emotions roared, and audiences remained captivated as the story spiraled, each revelation adding fuel to an already explosive narrative. The fight for justice, recognition, and accountability was far from over, keeping viewers glued to every update, leak, and public appearance, eager to witness how Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon would navigate the turbulent landscape ahead. The drama was relentless, the stakes monumental, and audiences captivated, watching a family torn by conflict, fame, and unresolved responsibility, as the question of justice for Kannon loomed heavily over the unfolding saga. As tensions escalated, insiders hinted that further developments could change the public perception entirely, promising even more twists, revelations, and confrontations in the chapters yet to come. Fans remained on edge, fully engrossed in the unfolding spectacle, knowing that every day brought new layers of complexity and emotional intensity. The saga reached a fever pitch when reports surfaced that Kirk had allegedly made several promises to Jasmine about providing financial and emotional support for Kannon, only to repeatedly fall short. Insiders claimed that while Kirk would occasionally make grand gestures on social media or in public appearances, the reality behind the scenes was starkly different. Jasmine, growing increasingly frustrated, began documenting every interaction, message, and missed commitment, determined to create a record that could not be disputed. "I can't keep living in a world of promises that never materialize," she confided to a close friend. The revelation ignited a firestorm online, with fans expressing outrage, disbelief, and sympathy for Jasmine's plight. The public reaction was immediate and intense, with hashtags trending worldwide, fan-led campaigns demanding accountability, and reaction videos dissecting Kirk's every move. Family dynamics became even more strained as relatives were forced to take sides. Some defended Kirk, citing career pressures, stress, and miscommunication, while others rallied behind Jasmine, emphasizing that no professional obligation could excuse neglecting a child. private family encounters reportedly devolved into heated confrontations, with arguments, raised voices, and emotionally charged exchanges leaving lasting tension among those present. Insiders described moments when Jasmine would break down, overwhelmed by the combination of parenting alone and public scrutiny. While Kirk appeared frustrated, defensive, and increasingly distant, the drama escalated further when leaked audio messages and screenshots purportedly from Kirk surfaced online, revealing a pattern of dismissive and inconsistent behavior toward his responsibilities. Fans and commentators analyzed every word, tone, and nuance, fueling debates over morality, accountability, and the obligations of celebrity parents. Legal experts weighed in, dissecting potential child support scenarios, custody implications, and the broader consequences of public exposure on familial relationships. Every new leak, report, and social media post added layers of complexity and tension, keeping the story at the forefront of public attention. Cannon's emotional well-being became a focal point, with leaked videos and images showing him confused, sad, or longing for his father's presence. These glimpses resonated with fans, reinforcing support for Jasmine and her efforts to shield her child from the turmoil. Social media transformed into a battleground, with supporters of Jasmine posting evidence, messages, and personal accounts to strengthen her narrative, while supporters of Kirk emphasized miscommunication, career pressures, and the challenges of balancing fame with family. Former reality TV cast members, media personalities, and social influencers contributed commentary, amplifying drama, speculation, and audience engagement. Amidst the chaos, Jasmine maintained her resolve, advocating for Kannon while navigating public scrutiny. She shared intimate details about her daily struggles, from sleepless nights and financial stress to the emotional burden of single parenting, painting a stark contrast to Kirk's carefully curated public image. Sporadic, poorly timed attempts by Kirk to engage with Kannon drew criticism and intense analysis, with fans dissecting each interaction for authenticity and intent. The unfolding story continued to evolve as new leaks, insider accounts, and communications emerged, layering additional emotional intensity and intrigue. Family members, friends, and fans remained deeply invested, with heightened emotions and public opinion shifting rapidly in response to each new development. Insiders hinted at further shocking revelations, suggesting that Kirk's behavior might extend beyond financial negligence, encompassing broader issues of commitment, prioritization, and accountability. Each new twist fueled renewed interest, debate, and engagement, keeping audiences captivated. Cannon's experiences symbolized the human impact behind celebrity drama, highlighting the emotional stakes beneath the headlines and social media narratives. Jasmine's advocacy provided a rallying point, generating widespread public support and amplifying tensions surrounding Kirk's alleged failings. As the saga progressed, the narrative became increasingly intricate, blending personal struggles, public spectacle, and emotional intensity into a compelling story that audiences could not ignore. Every confrontation, revelation, and emotionally charged moment heightened the drama, keeping viewers on edge and eagerly anticipating the next chapter in the story of Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon. Social media, leaked content, interviews, and insider commentary created a relentless cycle of suspense, speculation, and emotional engagement, ensuring that the drama remained at the forefront of public consciousness. The stakes were higher than ever, emotions ran raw, and audiences remained captivated as the story spiraled, each revelation adding fuel to an already explosive narrative. The fight for justice, recognition, and accountability remained unresolved, keeping viewers glued to every update, leak, and public appearance, desperate to see how Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon would navigate the turbulent path ahead. The drama was relentless, the stakes monumental, and audiences captivated, witnessing a family caught between conflict, fame, and unresolved responsibilities, with the question of justice for Kannon looming large over the unfolding saga. Insiders hinted that future developments could dramatically shift public perception, promising even more twists, revelations, and confrontations in the chapters yet to come. Fans remained on high alert, fully engrossed in the unfolding spectacle, knowing that every day brought new layers of tension, complexity, and emotional intensity. Now that you've witnessed the whirlwind of drama surrounding Jasmine, Kirk, and Kannon, it's impossible not to feel the weight of every moment, every missed promise, and every emotional confrontation. The story has captivated fans across the globe, leaving viewers glued to screens, dissecting each clip, each message, and each social media post for insight into what really happened behind closed doors. You've seen the public outrage, the leaked messages, and the relentless speculation that has kept this saga at the forefront of reality TV discourse. The stakes have never been higher, the emotions raw, and the questions lingering. Will Kirk finally step up to take responsibility? Will Jasmine secure the support that Kannon deserves? And most importantly, what does the future hold for the little boy at the center of this storm? Your voice matters in this conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Kirk will finally make good on his promises? Or is this just another chapter in a long story of neglect? How do you feel about the emotional toll this situation has taken on Kannon? Have you ever witnessed a family conflict that escalated in the public eye, like this? Your perspective is crucial because it fuels the conversation, allowing fans to connect, debate, and engage on a deeper level. By liking this video, you're showing support not just for the story, but for the broader discussion about accountability, parenting, and the pressures of public life. Subscribing ensures you stay updated on every new twist and revelation, keeping you at the forefront of reality TV drama that continues to evolve daily. Every share spreads the story further, allowing others to weigh in, discuss, and analyze, creating a global conversation that cannot be ignored. Think about how many times you've caught yourself scrolling through social media, reading updates, or watching reaction videos. Now you can be part of that dialogue, not just a passive observer. Your engagement helps shed light on the importance of responsibility, honesty, and integrity, especially when children are involved. Imagine being in Kannon's shoes, navigating the complex emotions of longing for a parent while witnessing conflict unfold in public spaces. Your comments, reactions, and shares amplify the awareness of the human side of reality TV drama, reminding everyone that behind the headlines are real people, real emotions, and real consequences. So don't hold back, let us know what you think. Do you side with